Casino del Sol Stadium. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Kansas Jayhawks and the Arizona Wildcats. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. Arizona will boot it away to start this one. And the game is underway with a kickoff out of bounds. Not the way you drew it up, but a great break for this offense. Now we get a timeout called by the Jayhawks. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. On the move, it's Edwards.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll go to the counter. Got the first down. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Move to his right. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Running inside, it's Edwards. He's past the sticks. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Marshall. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Here comes the noise. Is this crowd doing everything they can to help the defense bear down on third down? From the gun, wants to pass. The quick game. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Had to force that one.
And I'm not going to blame this quarterback if he's not looking back this guy's way. I mean, early in the game, he's given him several opportunities to catch the football. He hasn't made plays. And I think as a quarterback, sometimes you lose a little bit of confidence and you'll start looking elsewhere.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He wants to throw it. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Timeout call as the play clock had gotten down to 3 seconds. They burned a couple early, now down to just one timeout to work with. This is a tough one, a third and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Number 29, set to kick off.
He'll bring it out. It's Ross. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Inside, it's Craig. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. throws it incomplete.
Well, the offense tries to go RPO, but that time the quarterback and his intended target just couldn't hook up.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Changing the routes with his receivers. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Unloads to the wideout. Right side, it's Richardson. Finds a seam. The tag. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Arizona. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished with a bang, a 71-yard scoring strike. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Kansas offense out there poised and ready to go to work. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Out wide right, it's Edwards. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Off-play action. Rushes on. Got it. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
And the Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. Sells to run, looking to pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
2nd and long here. Moves the pocket. It's Marshall. Back's got it on the screen. Shows him the stiff arm. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Inside the 30. The tag. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Kansas. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish with a 62-yard pass for the score. From deep, it's Hunter. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Drops back on first down. Fires to the right. Got his man. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You've got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you've got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from, and all 5 guys up front doing their job individually.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Nice play to knock that one down.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Final play of the quarter coming. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Left side is Spivey. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Looks it in. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Thurman. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, in recent years, Kansas's offense has been most dynamic and most dangerous when they've been able to run the football. That was certainly the case when Devin Neal was there. And so who's going to be that new guy, David? I know they went to the portal to bring some familiar faces, maybe some guys that a lot of Kansas fans may already know about based on who this team has had to play, but no question, they've got to run the ball.
About to say know about and not like this in the past, right? Edwards was over at Kansas State. Now you switch to the Kansas uniform, and Rock Chalk Jayhawk is excited about Andy Kopenecki coming back to the Kansas staff. This is an offense that likes to run the football. They want to be physical. That's how they start on offense.
Looking downfield, it's Marshall. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He's got it on the right. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Rashad Downs going up top. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And now on second down for this offense. Defense showing blitz here. Hits inside, it's Thurman. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. The Jayhawks want to move quickly. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. He caught it. Goes down immediately, but he's got plenty and a fresh set of downs here.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that one.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Trying to get the corner. Pitches it back. Trying to get it in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
And I love how this offensive coordinator uses all of his playmakers and all of the speed. This is a guy that we've seen hurt defenses before catching the football, but you can get him involved in the running game as well with the option play. You get him on the perimeter. He's the pitch man. Nobody accounting for him. It's an easy walk-in score for the offense.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. To throw, it's Fafita. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. From the gun, it's Craig. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Nine-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
At the 38, the defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds the tight end. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Quick give. It's Craig fighting off the defender.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Scanning the field, it's Fafita. Right side, it's Craig. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll throw it from the red zone. Finds his big tight end. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Short pass. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Wildcats used the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. Wideout trying to get it in. He stopped short of the goal line. Couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. On the return, it's Ross. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Back to throw, it's Fafita. They're all over it. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw one first. It's dropped after taking the hit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Now the toss. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
They'll ride him again. Breaks into the open. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
And the Wildcats with the 1st and 10. Making the adjustment. Straight ahead, it's Craig. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And this offense has really struggled. And the only play they've made is to him out wide. So I understand why they're going back to him, but they've got to find something to get kick-started, to get moving, to get grooving. They've really, really struggled outside of the one play to that receiver out wide.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
And, man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covering downfield. Nobody open. He can't find a place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you should do. Keep hunting. Keep chasing. They finally catch him, get the big sack on 4th down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Sees an alley. There he goes. Running inside the... Oh, and he ruins the big gator with a fumble. Oh, unfortunate to get that one back. And as an added bonus, they get the 1st down. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Hard running there. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And a lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies into the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speeds to the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
Keep it on the ground. He's brought down at the 6th, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking for room. It's Edwards. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Now now we get a timeout called by the Jayhawks. It's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Out wide right, it's Cook. Not going to get there, and the decision to go for it on 4th down does not work.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Sets his feet. It's Fafita looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Fresh center downs going to the air. And that ball is live in the backfield. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
2nd down, going to throw it. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. Arizona right back to the line. He'll throw on 3rd down. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning 2. That was beautiful.
Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. Play action on 1st down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the 2nd half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got it in the middle. It's Bivey. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. And the Wildcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to pass. It's Fafita. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. We've reached the break, and Kansas has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. 1 more quarter to play. It looks as if we are ready to go here in the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Turns it upfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. On 1st and goal, let's see what Arizona does. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? This time they'll throw it. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Touchdown, Ncaa! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. On to attempt the try. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th.
Kansas 24, Arizona 7.
He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. Just never had a chance to shake. He'll be brought down at the 24. The Arizona offense coming onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this.
Makes the catch and he's free. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Arizona. Rolling into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's Edwards. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. Turning it on. Enough to move the chains. He's at the tip all the way. Touchdown, Jayhawks. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
And out wide left, it's Bivey.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas. And the punishment has been extended. That's 3 touchdowns in this game, and he's up to 11 on the season. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ross. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this.
Ball is loose. Scoops it up. Still a live ball. He's loose down the left side.
That is a nice break for the offense. Man, those are plays that you don't think about down the road, but those are turnovers. They just bounce a little bit in the direction of the defense. You're so jacked up. You create momentum, juice. It could change the game. That's a great break for the offense.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bounced right back to them.
Out of all the ways to get a first down, that's how the offense chose to do it. I mean, make the mistake, throw the interception, Palmer, but heads-up play, force the fumble, and recover it. First down.
And, David, you know the quarterback's counting his lucky stars. That was a bad decision. That should be the defense's ball. Luckily, they fumble it. His teammates get it back to give him another chance.
Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The play fake. Lets it fly. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot.
And, guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snaps it, and he has to have it. That one comes out hot down the right side. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Going with the counter play here. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the 4th quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Across the 35. He's loose on the right. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off in style with a 47-yard touchdown run. And here's the return. And the returner. This drive will open from the 15. They'll run it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty so important at the college level. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking downfield, it's Fafita. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
And that's in Arizona.
The Wildcats peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Knocked down immediately.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Third and long coming up. Sells to Faith. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And they'll take over first and 10.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.